So welcome back. So now we will going to see the other experiment, that is the calibration of pressure gauge. So in this experiment the main thing is we're going to calibrate the pressure gauge. How we going to calibrate the pressure gauge? We're going to see in this experiment. So first one, the main aim of this experiment is to calibrate the given pressure transducer with the dead weight. That is, with the given weights we're going to calibrate this pressure transducer. So the apparatus is what we require is dead weights, pressure transducer, and digital pressure indicator. This is the apparatus, or this is the equipments required in order to calibrate the given pressure transducer. So first one is about the experimental setup. This is where we can able to see the pressure gauge. So pressure gauge indicator and the pressure sensor. This is the outlet and this is the inlet and this is the foot pump. Next, these are the functional details of the pressure transducer. The power supply to the pressure transducer is we're going to consider for an 230 volts AC current. Power supply to the amplifier is, that is plus or minus 5 volts DC, and the resistance of each strain gauge. Number of strain gauges used is here 4. Maximum range of pressure transducer is 10 kg per centimeter square. And the initial setup should be, air should be released completely from air chamber. So there should be no air, the air should be released from the air chamber. Pressure indicator, we need to set that pressure indicator to the 0, and the output of the gate wall should be closed, and the output, that is outlet of the gate wall, should be completely closed. We need to ensure that the gate wall should be completely closed, and we should ensure that pressure indicator should be set to the 0 position. So now we'll see the how we're going to conduct the experiment with the procedure. So couple the pressure, that is the transducer, to the pressure indicator, and we're going to connect that pressure indicator to the main power supply and keep it in the on position and switch on the instrument. This is what the basic steps. Next thing is we need to adjust the pressure indicator to the 0, that is the digital panel meter, by using the 0 pot knob without applying any pressure. We should not apply any pressure, but we need to make the pressure indicator to the 0 position. And the next step is we need to press the push button switch to show the range of, that is range of sensor is 10 kg per centimeter square. Then we need to couple with the other end of pressure transducer to the pressure chamber. We're going to send that pressure transducer to the pressure chamber. Then we need to connect it the foot pump inlet pipe to the pressure chamber. Once when it is entered, close the output gate valve, apply the pressure step by step by up to 5 kg per centimeter square as shown in the tabular column below. Next, finally we need to tabulate the results and plot the graph and find the actual unknown pressure from the graph, and we need to release that air completely from air chamber. So now we can able to see the observations. What are the observations is required is nothing but a range of Bourdon 2 pressure gauge, selected range of calibration pressure transducer, a least count of Bourdon pressure gauge, and the least count of a pressure indicator. So these are the observations that is in required. Next we need for an serial number 1 is, then is actual reading RA and the measured reading RM, and then a percentage of error. So similarly here also we are going to find out the values. So, and these are specimen values we are going to find out is that is nothing but an actual reading versus a measured reading, that is to plot the graph. And we need to find or plot the graph, that is x-axis and an y-axis, that is for an actual reading versus measured reading, and actual reading versus percentage of error. So now we will see the experimental setup in this. Yes, welcome back. So the next experiment what we are going to discuss is about the pressure gauge. So the aim of the experiment is about the, you can able to see this is the pressure gauge. The main aim of this pressure gauge is to calibrate the pressure gauge by using with the help of the pressure cell. We need to calibrate the pressure gauge by the dead weights, given dead weights. So you can able to see the given dead weights is nothing but some different weights. You can able to see 2 kgs, 4 kgs. Like this, we are going to put some dead weights on this pressure gauge, and we are going to calibrate that pressure gauge by using the dead weights, whether the equipment is required and whether calibration or the equipment is running properly. So first initially what are the equipments is required is nothing but we required a pressure gauge, and we required a dead weights, and we required a load cells. So I am going to compare this dead weights by applying the load on this pressure gauge, and I am going to compare. We can able to see this is a pressure gauge where it is used to take the pressure for any different weights, and this indicates the what is the value when I am going to apply the load on this particular pressure gauge. So initially first we need to set this for a null position, that is actually for a 0 position. Then we need to, already the oil will be filled in this. So first we need to open this wall. You can able to see this. We need to open the wall. Initially, before starting the equipment, we need to open the wall. So once when you open that wall, automatically then we need to rotate this. So once what happens when you go to rotate this, the oil will completely, this oil will flow through this into this pressure equipment. You can able to see this. When completely, you can able to see the oil is completely decreasing, but the oil is flowing towards in this pressure equipment. Once it reaches to its position, so the entire oil will be inside this pressure equipment only. Yes, see now it is rotating, the shaft is rotating towards the initial positions, where you can able to say is rotating towards the initial position. Now all the oil is filled in between this shaft. Now you can able to see this, it is empty. Now we are going to close that wall. Yes, once you close the wall, what happens? We are completely closing the wall here. If we will not close the, what happens means, again when you apply the pressure, automatically all this oil comes to this in this tank only. So that is the reason we are going to completely close the wall, and we can able to see this pressure gauge. Now we need to open this wall. If we don't open the wall, we cannot able to find the pressure only when we are going to apply the any load. Now I am going to completely, you can able to see this. We are going to open the wall completely. Yes. So now the pressure gauge is also 0 and the dial indicator is also 0. Now yes, we have opened the completely, we have opened this wall. Initially the wall will be closed here, and here the wall will be open. Now the wall in this wall is been completely closed, and this wall has been opened now. So this oil is completely filled in this entire tube. Now we are going to start apply the load. You can able to see this is a load of 2 kg. So now I am going to apply the 2 kg of dead weight on this pressure gauge. Now we are going to start applying the load. Initially it will be in the 0. Now I applied a load of 2 kg. Now we will start the rotating until it comes to the upper position, where you need to observe carefully when it comes to the upper position. At same time we need to, yes, now it has been come to the upper position. At the same time we need to see the pressure gauge reading also, and we need to see the dial indicator reading also. So now it has been taken for a 2 kg. Now we need to compare what is the value I am going to get for a 2 kg. This is the standard weight. I am going to calibrate this pressure gauge by using this dial indicator. Now what the value I am going to get? So we are going to note down this. We are going to note down this all the values, and I am going to compare the percentage of error. Now similarly again I am going to apply for a 4 kg of load. Again the same process. We are going to apply the 4 kg of load. Now again we will start rotating that shaft. Now again it has been created the pressure. Because of pressure only it has been lifted. Now at the similar way again we need to take the reading parallelly in the pressure gauge and in the dial indicator. So now both the values we need to take. Again similarly same method, again we need to go for another reading, that is for 6 kgs. So based on 2, 4, 6, 8 or 10, 5 to 6 readings we are going to take. So now again we are going to add for 6 kgs. Now again we will start rotating that shaft or creating the pressure. Now again because of the oil pressure, the weight has been come towards up. Now we need to take the pressure gauge simultaneously, and we need to take a load for at that particular weight. So now similarly again we need to go for a 4, 6, 8. So once what happens once we take the readings, so first we are going to apply the standard readings. You can able to see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 based on the number of readings. So what the pressure indicated is nothing but what the pressure we are going to get from the dial indicator, that we are going to note that pressure, and from the pressure gauge what we are going to take the values from the pressure gauge, simultaneously we are going to take the pressure. Now then I am going to compare both the pressure indicated and the pressure gauge, what the values I am going to get, that I am note down, and I am going to calculate the percentage of error. Similarly again we need to plot the graph based on the standard weight and pressure gauge indication readings what we are going to get, and I am going to plot the graph, and I am going to compare the pressure gauge with the load cell, what the loads we are going to put, whether it is the calibration is required or not. Based on this percentage of error, we are going to calibrate the pressure gauge to compare the actual values with the pressure gauge values what we are going to get. Thank you.